Hi, for many years now, people have been coming up and asking, what is the sign for yoga? First, we have to do a little history lesson. Been exploring the different spiritual paths that include yoga. Been doing that for over 25 years. Before, the sign for yoga was just to be fingerspelled. Well, it was nothing, 4 letters, easy to spell quickly, and you could go along. And then all of a sudden I noticed this sign that seemed to pop up. But where's that from? When you look at the pictures and images that are all around, it's always of a person sitting cross-legged with their hands in this position. Does that really match the concept or understanding of yoga? But as time went on, until about a year or two before I had set up the Deaf Yoga Center, well, you need to understand that I didn't know any other deaf yoga teachers. And I noticed a few other signs pop up, like this one. Thought, oh no, that doesn't work. And that one doesn't seem to match. So we just stayed with finger spelling it. And as the time was getting closer to starting the deaf yoga business, I started to evaluate, to take a look, to fine tweak how I could teach at the Deaf Yoga Center. And a natural sign just pop up for yoga that I will show you later. I thought, this is possible. You need to understand what the word means, the concept, the interpretation, everything, and also the experience. So I was getting pretty excited, time to start teaching yoga every day, still teach yoga every day, plus I practice yoga every day. I was getting excited with the sign that I'll show you later. And the students that I had, had expressions that seemed like they're not really getting that, or that is what it is. It all comes down to the level of understanding, the level of experience, the level of training, that they weren't there yet. But the goal was to get them there. And then I decided that the sign for yoga, it needs to come, we need to discuss it and all agree that that is the sign that works. But as time passed on, more and more deaf yoga teachers seemed to slowly pop up. I thought, oh, this is great. And again, there's very different levels of yoga experience. I thought, okay, well, we can work with this. And then in June 2014, I flew to Cambodia to take up a deaf yoga retreat with Height Hands and Travel. Really enjoyed it. There was 2 deaf women from Australia that came to join us, which I also enjoyed. The second one, there was a deaf woman that was in Friends that was in Australia that I hadn't met yet. The 2 of them were so eager, so excited to immerse themselves. They want to become certified yoga and teachers in Australia. And I thought, oh, this is great. Yes, do it. And of course, the same question popped up. What's the sign for yoga? We chatted, we shared that sign, and they almost had exactly the same sign, the same concept. I thought, oh, yeah, that's proof that the deaf have it as a whole, and that it should be out there and known. Again, it comes with experience and understanding to know what it means. I thought, oh, this is great. So I chatted with other friends in Cambodia and that were immersing in themselves in the training as well. And I thought, yeah, that sign, I feel that's a right fit. And then the next month I flew to New York. Yeah, July 2014 for an advanced yoga teaching training course. And there was 2 other deaf yoga teachers as well that joined. I thought, this is great. There was her spiritual name that I've missed, and Dorothy Smith, whose spiritual name I missed as well. But just to let you know that, I was fed up of the same confusing thing again and again. The sign for 2 words, yoga and meditation. It's worse when people are you're trying to lip read. Yoga, meditation, yoga, meditation, yoga, meditation. Ugh, enough. Time out. No. It's time to separate the 2. To set up each as its own. A sign that matches each one. Yes, we agreed. Thank you. Whew. Namaste. So we had a chat about what to do. The same time, the same sign that I had done 7 years ago, plus what the Australians had talked about. First, yoga. The word yoga. Many don't understand what the word itself means. Just to let you know that yoga, the wording means union. To unite a person's mind, body, and soul. In general, people are not in tune with all of them. They're not in the center. They're balanced. There isn't any. They're disconnected. The breathing is not breathing. It's disconnected. And the results, the mind is distracted. Same with the body is constantly going. There's frustration. There is confusion. There's no patience. There's energy levels are nothing. And the results of their bodies become stiff. People continue that cycle again and again. It needs to stop. Time out. That cycle, how do you stop it? You have to focus in on the breathing through your abdomen. That is the power, the medication. It's the place. It's your answer, just to let you know. When you breathe, that becomes pure oxygen that goes up to the mind. And the results, all that distraction, loud noise, it finally calms and quiets. The results, your body will experience a calmness. It's beautiful. So, that disconnect, we need to reconnect. So everything is in tune with each other. Again and again. The sign for 7 years, this connection. So that is the natural sign that showed up. The hand shape, like this, the mudra, it's from India. Mudra has many different names. Itself is a hand shape, hand location, hand example, and the goal is to lift everything. Feel the higher vibrations. To lift you up, not lift you down. Not the negatives, to focus on the positives, to lift your spirits. That mudra is used in 2 ways. The Indian dance or yoga. Wow, it's beautiful. It's mesmerizing. And it connects with ASL classifiers. We have classifiers, the hand shape, the hand position, the hand examples, with how we chat, how we express, how we communicate. That's included in vibrations as well. Wow. And mudra, it's always the same universe, the same way. Like this. You see these 3 fingers pointing up? That represents the mind, the body, and the soul. Open fingers? No, they need to be closed. That means they're united. Because the goal is to unite our mind, our body, and our soul. So, closed fingers connected like this and moving in an up and down, down and up position, that's the origin. That's the start. And as time goes on, again, the space, the time, the measurement, the frame, we know that's the closest sign that we have so far is this. And I admit that doing it twice to changing it to one, up and going, that's it. But it's left, it's awkward. It's like a house. For example, you could, maybe people that are new to yoga will natural go up and down. I'm going to go to yoga class. I'm going to practice yoga. Who increases or who immerses themselves and has great experience possibly would go to yoga class or practice yoga, practice meditation. Now the sign for meditation. That's another video for another time. Thank you. Namaste.